What a cracking movie that was, eh? I don't know about you, but first thing when the shop's open, I'm going to nip out and buy one of those Indiana Jones hats. I can't do with that one. Well, here's one of the programme highlights to look forward to tomorrow night on Tyne, around about 8:15.
On ITV Boxing Day at 8:15, Minder. Arthur's got a dog, Terry's got a problem.
Get back on!
Oh, is that it?
Yeah, that is it.
Oh, he's got nice eyes.
Shame about the legs.
Arthur's ambitions bring a bone of contention when Terry turns trainer.
Unleash him, but restrain him.
Restrain him?
Yeah.
He's sleepwalking now.
Minder in winning form, Boxing Day at 8:15 on ITV.
Next tonight on Tyne, it's the world news from ITN in a few moments.
B&Q's DIY Super Sale starts 10 a.m. tomorrow with thousands of big-name super savers all under one roof. Amazing first-day offers include the first 100 rolls of Bimura vinyl wall covering for an incredible 1 penny a roll. First 5 Black & Decker paint strippers for just $3.99 each. And the first 3 computer desks for an unbelievable $4.99 each. B&Q's DIY Super Sale starts 10 a.m. tomorrow. Don't miss it.
Save more when you B&Q it.
There we are. That's the one.
No. It's got to be here, innit?
I bet Cedric's Carling Black Label.
Perceptive competitors prefer a pint that's brewed to give a fuller flavour than any other leading lager.
Carling Black Label.
Wherever it's sunny, Caller's Pegasus is #1 from the Northeast. First choice for holidays from the Northeast, with a great choice of direct flights from the Northeast. Plus the Caller's Pegasus Care Pledge to give you added reassurance when you book your holiday at any of our branches in the Northeast. So wherever it's sunny, Caller's Pegasus shines. That's why it's #1 to the sun.
You can come across some very unlikely partnerships. There's the fox and hound, the cat and fiddle, and even a George and vulture. But there's one partnership that's a natural, a pint and Castella. A Castella cigar, long, cool, and satisfying. So whatever your pub, whatever your pleasure, you'll find a pint and Castella. Get them together.
There are sales, and there is de-sale, and Debenhams. The possibilities are endless.
Indigestion? Great-tasting spearmint Rennie is so effective that in the time it takes to say,
a rushed evening meal again. Working 9 hours non-stop. I hope George has remembered to pick up the children.
Spearmint Rennie can start working on your indigestion. Because surprising as it may seem, Rennie starts working to relieve your indigestion the very moment it reaches your stomach.
Best news I've had all evening.
Take Spearmint Rennie or Original Rennie. When you need relief, the faster the better.
Do you think it's all right to leave George there on his own? Oh, yes. But aren't you afraid he might find your chocolate orange? No, I think it's quite safe.
Terry's famous chocolate orange. Smooth milk chocolate with real oil of orange. How safe is yours?
Remember, Jack, Wade's sale starts tomorrow with hundreds of furniture, bed and carpet bargains. Many at half price.
Come on, then.
It's Christmas night with Tyne Television, and it's news time at ITN in London.
Good evening. It's been revealed in the last hour that the 4 Britons detained in Libya look set to be freed early in the new year. Mr. Terry Waite, the special envoy of the Archbishop of Canterbury, saw Colonel Gaddafi tonight in Tripoli. After 2 hours of talks, Mr. Waite made this statement.
The Colonel has said to me that out of respect for the Archbishop of Canterbury and the efforts of the Church and his envoy, he will ask the People's Congress, when they meet in January, to authorize the release of the 4 detainees.
Mr. Waite said he hoped to stay in Libya until he could come home with the 4 Britons. Mr. Alan Russell, Mr. Malcolm Anderson, Mr. Michael Berdiner and Mr. Robin Plummer have been detained for 5 months. Kevin Dunn has just spoken to Mrs. Russell.
Extraordinary, isn't it? It's a marvellous Christmas Day present. We had a rather miserable couple of days up until now, and now I feel very much more cheerful, to say the least.
The first pictures of Prince Harry's christening were shown round the world today in the Queen's Christmas broadcast. The Queen said in her speech that there was too much concentration on the gloomy side of life. Anthony Carthew describes today's pictures.
Before the service, the immediate family were alone in the castle with just time enough for the Prince of Wales to explain the history of those celebrated robes.
How old this is? Granny was christened in this. Great Granny. And I was. Look, I was christened in this. Looks remarkably well despite it. I think it must get so incredibly hot inside that, mustn't it?
No.
Some dribbling.
Prince Harry had had enough.
A sadder side to Christmas. Police in Greater Manchester said tonight that 8 of the 9 people who died in a Christmas party fire in Bury were all from the same family. They included 4 young children, 1 a baby.
3 generations of the one family died in the early morning terrace blaze. A 2-year-old baby perished along with 3 other young children, their 76-year-old grandfather and 3 adults and a teenager. It was a tragic end to a Christmas Eve party.
Smoke was billowing out of the top window. We never saw no flames, but the smoke was terrible all over the place. And there was bodies clambering through the window trying to get out.
6 people were taken to hospital, 1 woman died in casualty, 2 suffering from shock were discharged, 2 more detained overnight, and a man with extensive burns and lung damage is still critically ill. Fire officers say it was toxic fumes, not flames, which caused the fatalities. Fire investigation officers say it'll be some time before the cause of the blaze is known. One story they're considering is that young children in the house were seen burning wrapping paper from their presents just before they went to bed. Mike Morley, ITN, Bury in Greater Manchester.
And for all those people who wonder just exactly where Santa Claus lives, a very lucky group flew there by Concorde this morning.
7:30 a.m, Santa Claus is everywhere. On the tarmac, off the tarmac. To put 96 passengers in the mood, including 5 children who came to see their grandparents off and were told their Christmas present was they were coming too. 9 a.m, supersonic over the Norwegian fjords. 10 a.m, Concorde over Lapland in northern Finland, the last wilderness in Europe. And the Lapps turned out to greet it, including, yes, another Father Christmas, but this time the real one. 1 p.m, a rub with a lump of ice initiates us into the exclusive band of Arctic circlers, followed by a celebratory drink of reindeer's milk. 2 p.m, the Father Christmas in his hut, where this year 82,000 letters from all over the world have been delivered. 3 p.m, in the land of the winter sun, a ride in a reindeer sleigh. Then something to warm us up.
It's now 5 o'clock in the Arctic Circle. Hard to believe it, but we'll be home for dinner. Meanwhile, this'll do. Honey, whiskey and reindeer milk. Happy Christmas.
7 p.m, Concorde dips its nose and the lights of London lie beneath us. John Suchet, ITN, on Concorde.
And that brings us to the end of the news from ITN for Christmas Day. From all of us here, we hope you're having a very good Christmas. Good night.
Still a few showers about tomorrow with sunny intervals. Top temperatures then will be about 5 centigrade, 41 Fahrenheit. Winds will be light to moderate. And that's our forecast for the northeast and North Yorkshire. Connor tonight. Here he comes now.